What's up guys, BrunsNick's back, and I got the Columbia 300 Explosion. Now this ball features the popular Resurgence core, which has been a staple in the Columbia line since 2007. Ultra low RG, medium differential with Reflex Hybrid cover stock. This could potentially be a very good benchmark ball, so I'm going to get this out in the lanes and see what it does. But first, please subscribe to my channel. Now, let's get on with the show. Okay, Columbia Explosion time. Now this is the last ball that I have not done a review for that was been out in 2023. So I wanted to go back and finish it up, get this ball its review it deserves. Layout wise, no surprises here. 4.5-inch pin by 20 VAL, puts the pin way up. So we're gonna get this on the lane. We're gonna start it out wide right, move in, and see what we see. Not a bad start. Rides that oil line real nice. Now be fair warned, this is probably going to be a very boring review. And what I mean by that is this is as benchmark of a ball as it gets. It's got the Resurgence core, nice strong hybrid cover with the Reflex Hybrid, finished at 2000. Not a lot of glitz and glam with this one, but holy moly. Check out the track flare. Ball comes into differential wise in the 040s, 043, 046, somewhere in there. So I imagine it's going to be pretty versatile for a lot of players. All right, let's try that again. Just going to try to ride that oil line. Got it out a little bit more. Okay, I pinched it a little bit wide, came up stronger, to be expected. So let's start moving in. I think with this ball, with the cover stock strength that it has and the surface it's at, which is 500 and 2000, I'm going to move 5 boards. We bowl on a pretty basic house shot here, something you would typically see at your own center. Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to dial back the speed a little bit. You know, when I get a dull ball out of the box, just intuition says, oh, throw it harder, throw it harder. Don't always have to do that. This ball's pretty smooth. You know, it's gonna pick up a little bit more in the mid. Not as much for the back, but certain balls can surprise me once we get in and start slow hooking it a little bit. Maybe this will be one of those. All right, I'm gonna throw the same shot. I'm just gonna dial back the speed. Not try to go full Rambo down the lane. Yeah, it sees it. Okay, so in between, how about we take full Rambo and mini Rambo and go medium Rambo. Medium Rambo should strike. Or I could just be in the wrong zone. Maybe this ball has a lot more hook potential than I give it credit for. I've never actually thrown a ball with the Resurgence core. Got it out early. Ooh, almost 8-pinned. Almost 8-pinned. All right, I feel like in that zone, that's not the right spot for it. I feel like it has a little bit more to give me on the back end. So we're going to get in and start seeing what exactly it can do. We'll move another 5 off of that. Should be able to ride some oil longer. I think this ball might actually come alive. See a little bit better reaction here. Okay. So it's kind of tricking me right now. Tells me that it needs oil to get to the front, but if I open up my angles a little bit, I'm gonna really need to get my hand around it. Just came behind the head pin and 2-pinned. Maybe I just need to launch it to the dry. I don't know. This is what the fun of testing is all about. see what this ball can do and what it can't do. That's just a really nice arc. I don't think there was ever a real big defined change of direction there. The ball just kind of set up. You can see the logos going down the lane. Put it on there in slow-mo for you so you can see what I'm seeing. But the ball never jumps. Stays in the oil quite a bit longer with the flare. Medium flare, I mean, I still get a lot of flare out of this thing at 5 inches. Wow. Okay. Let's try that again. Same speed and tempo, that was pretty nice. Yeah, same thing, very smooth. You're not seeing it go through the pins like super crazy. It doesn't have that big whip on the back. It's really not designed for that. And that's okay. Not every ball has to be the same. All right, let's move it back in a little bit more. 5 more boards. So we started here, moved here, here, where I was. So it'll be 15 left now. I think speed is going to be critical here. If I throw it too hard, I think it's going to shoot right past the break. It's in a little. That looked pretty good. I just rode the oil line the whole way there. Yeah, I mean, it's probably not the first ball I picked playing these angles, to be honest. You know, when I'm moving in, I'm typically going to an asymmetric, something that has a little bit more recovery because, let's face it, I miss a lot. That's the bottom line. I miss a lot. Okay, let's do that again. That's way out wide. I must have missed that in arrow. But it didn't overreact when it got to the dry. So that's kind of a strength. So let me think about it for a second. If I got room in the oil, the ball digs in and kind of still goes through the pins. And if I get it out to the dry, the ball sees the friction pretty early and just sets in the pocket. That tells me one thing. What do we got? Area. All right, one more from here. It's out. Kind of lost it off my hand a little bit, but still carried. You know, I love it. Let's move 5 more, throw a shot or 2 more. Call this a day here. I think we got a pretty good idea what the explosion from Columbia does. We're 20 left now. I'm gonna need all of it at the bottom, I think, to get it back through the pins. I like Summon Thor, the hammer. Like I needed all of it at the bottom and just pulled it down from the thunder and gave it to y'all. That was a great shot. I definitely got a handful of that one. Still not crazy skid flippy. Wasn't designed that way. Let's do one more from there. Got it out wide. That's okay. All right. That's my take on the Columbia 300 Explosion. Resurgence core, Reflex Hybrid cover stock. Not a bad bowling ball. Pretty benchmark. What do you guys think?